There's a danger you need to be aware of when you hit the stores. Bad guys are using fake credit card readers to rip you off. Lisa Guerrero tells you how not to be a victim.
If you have a debit card, this could hit you next, right when you need cash most. A fake ATM keypad scam is sweeping through the country, and your money could be gone in the time it takes to blink. Note, this is no accident from your banks. It's a deliberate trap designed by scammers to steal your PIN in seconds. Stick around till the end of this video to know how to spot and dodge it on time. Think this is just an online scare story? Think again. Law enforcement agencies across the globe have confirmed real victims, with arrests piling up as these scams explode. In 2023 alone, FICO data showed a staggering 96% surge in compromised debit cards from skimming, costing over $1 billion annually, according to the FBI. Take this case in New York from early 2024. Federal prosecutors in Brooklyn unsealed charges against 5 defendants in a sophisticated ring that hit over 600 victims between May 2022 and February 2023. They installed deep insert skimmers and pinhole cameras on ATMs, capturing card data and PINs. Following the incident, the New York State Department of State cautions that thieves may place a phony keypad overlay to store keystrokes, and warns that keys that look or feel different should be treated as suspect. Across the country in Rhode Island, October 2023 marked a turning point when Bristol police discovered a skimming device on a drive-through ATM, sparking a Homeland Security investigations probe. 6 foreign nationals were charged in a multi-state conspiracy, targeting ATMs in Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and beyond. Surveillance caught 2 men installing and removing devices, hitting at least 200 cards. In York County, Pennsylvania, authorities uncovered a card skimming device installed on an ATM inside a convenience store. The overlay was discovered on April 9th, and police warned anyone who had used the ATM to check bank statements. Anyone who has used that ATM in the past several weeks is urged to review their bank statements for any suspicious activity, officials said. These traps are nearly invisible, sure, but what most people miss is just how expertly the fake keypad hides in plain sight. Picture this. It's late at night, you're rushing to grab cash for dinner, pulling up to a familiar ATM at your corner bank branch. The machine hums softly under the fluorescent lights, screen glowing invitingly. You slide in your debit card, no resistance, no warning beeps. But as you punch your PIN, something sinister is already at work, silently logging every digit. That's the moment the fake keypad scam strikes, turning a routine withdrawal into a thief's jackpot. Scammers don't just stumble upon these opportunities, they plan with military precision. It starts with reconnaissance. These criminals, often part of organized rings from Eastern Europe or Asia, as FBI profiles show, scout high-traffic ATMs in busy but dimly lit spots, gas stations, convenience stores, or standalone bank machines in strip malls. They avoid well-monitored bank lobbies, opting for outdoor units where foot traffic is steady, but security cameras are sparse or poorly angled. Using apps or public records, they map ATM locations via bank websites or Google Maps, targeting models with exposed card slots and keypads. Older EMV-compatible ones are favorites because their bezels provide easy cover for tampering. Once selected, installation happens fast, usually under 2 minutes to evade detection. First, the card skimmer, a slim, molded plastic overlay, no thicker than a credit card itself, crafted to match the ATM's beige or gray fascia. Using double-sided tape or industrial adhesive, they affix it over the genuine card reader slot. This deep insert skimmer, according to the U.S. Secret Service, features a hidden magnetic stripe reader and sometimes a chip emulator. Next comes the PIN thief, the fake keypad's dark heart. This is where the scam earns its name. The fraudster snaps on a key-logging overlay, a flexible silicone or plastic shell molded to perfectly mimic the ATM's numeric pad. It's lightweight, often 3D printed in a garage setup for under $50, with pressure-sensitive sensors beneath each key. As you tap 1, 2, 3, 4, the overlay registers the sequence electrically, relaying it to the same memory chip via thin wires tucked into the adhesive edges. No clunky buttons here. It's seamless, with the fake keys depressing the real ones underneath for normal feedback. For extra stealth, some versions use Bluetooth modules, beaming data to a nearby phone app in real time, no retrieval needed. To capture any missed pins, They drill a pinhole, smaller than a pencil eraser, into a faux brochure holder or the ATM's lighting bezel, housing a micro camera with night vision. It films your hand movements, syncing video to the keystrokes for foolproof decoding. But the part most people miss is even scarier, how they vanish with your money without a trace. Well, with the setup complete, the scammer melts away. Over the next 24 to 72 hours, they harvest data from at least 50 to 70 victims. Later, they return. They peel off the overlay, retrieve the memory chip or skimmer device, and then clone your card or harvest the data. They may create counterfeit cards or use the information to execute unauthorized withdrawals at other machines. In more advanced operations, they may do cash outs within days, using cloned cards and known PINs to access your actual funds. In other variants, a cash trap is installed over the cash dispenser slot. Your money is dispensed, but stuck behind the trap plate. You walk off believing nothing came out. The thieves return later to collect. Because the scam happens fast and invisibly, you'll never realize you've been compromised until your money disappears days later. The delay gives criminals safe windows to cash out. Meanwhile, the physical damage is minimal and often reversible, so ATM owners may never detect tampering until someone reports it. That's why the simple trick spreads so fast. It's so covert that even federal investigators warn that the overlays can fool even trained eyes. Most victims think the ATM is broken, and that's exactly what the scammers bank on. You approach, card sticks a tad, or keys feel off, but in a rush, you shrug it off as tech glitches, walk away with your cash, and never report. This blind spot is the main reason the scam thrives. Psychologically, it's a clever trick that plays right into how our brains work. People naturally believe what they already expect to be true, a habit known as confirmation bias. So, when an ATM actually gives out cash, our brains take that as proof everything is fine. We stop paying attention to small warning signs, like a slightly raised keypad or a frame that doesn't sit quite right. Experts from the Federal Trade Commission say this happens because of something called the normalcy illusion. We're used to seeing ATMs as safe, routine machines that always work the same way. So when something looks a little off, we assume we made a mistake, not that someone tampered with it. On top of that, people rarely speak up if they think they messed up while using an ATM. Nobody wants to look silly or admit they entered their PIN wrong. This silence makes things worse, leading to a big jump in unreported fraud cases. In fact, FICO reported 625 cases of ATM compromises in early 2023 alone, a 20% increase from the year before. The scary part? These fake devices are cheap and easy to make. Each one costs just about $20 to $100 to build using basic parts anyone can buy online. They're often put together with Arduino boards, tiny computers used to record data, and 3D printed covers that blend perfectly with real ATM parts. Setting one up takes less than 2 minutes. Just peel off the adhesive backing and stick it in place. No fancy tools, just maybe a pocket knife. Even the way criminals collect the stolen data is slick. Want to know the hidden tech twist? Bluetooth beams data miles away. Many newer devices send the information wirelessly, so the scammer doesn't even need to return to the ATM to retrieve it. And because the fake parts are designed to look exactly like the real thing, color-matched plastics, factory-style finishes, and smooth edges, they're nearly impossible to spot unless you know what to look for. I mean, it definitely couldn't be worse than this, right? Wrong. The scam is so terrible that even pros meant to store and protect our money miss them. Criminals know that banks and ATM owners rarely inspect machines after every use, and many devices remain hidden for weeks or even months before being discovered. Banks' routine checks catch only 30%, per Secret Service audits, as devices hug contours too tightly for visual scans. In 2023, bank ATM hits jumped 90%, yet detection lags due to inconsistent patrols. And that's why it's spreading faster than you think. One unchecked machine can compromise 100 cards, fueling a viral crime wave. From taking a quick stop at the ATM for money for your dinner to watching your entire life savings evaporate overnight. If you want to turn the tables on these crooks, then pay very close attention from here on out. Start with the basics. Approach every machine like a crime scene. Scan the card slot first, give it a firm wiggle. If it budges more than a millimeter or feels bulky, that's your red flag, a skimmer overlay detaching. Run your fingers along the edges. Legitimate readers are flush, seamless. Next, inspect the keypad. Press a key lightly. Does it sink too deeply or spring oddly? Fake overlays add thickness, creating a spongy give. Look for glue residue, mismatched colors, or tiny screw heads, signs of hasty installs. Circle the unit. Peer for pinhole lenses in brochure racks or light fixtures, glinting like black beads. If anything screams off, bail, use the bank app for transfers instead. Once you notice, act swift. Do not hesitate for any reason. Your hard-earned money is at stake. Snap photos from multiple angles, time-stamped for evidence. Don't touch further. Walk inside the bank or store and alert staff immediately. They'll shut it down and call maintenance. Next, report to your bank via app or hotline. Most freeze cards in minutes and reimburse under Reg E, up to $50 liability if quick. Then, hit the FBI's ic3.gov, file details of the scam to aid busts. Change your PIN on a secure device, enable transaction alerts, and monitor statements daily. If hit, freeze your credit via Equifax, Experian, TransUnion to block new accounts. Extra hacks seal your defense. Opt for tap-to-pay or chip inserts over swipes. Skimmers struggle with EMV encryption. Cover the keypad always, palm flat, blocking eyes. Favor indoor ATMs. Outdoor ones are 70% more vulnerable per FICO stats. For additional armor, consider this low-tech trick. Carry a dummy card. Use a prepaid debit card with a $50 limit for risky ATMs, keeping your main account offline. Reload it only when needed. Scammers grabbing that PIN get pocket change, not your savings. Also, check ATMs for tampering schedules. Banks like PNC post maintenance logs online. If an ATM was serviced hours ago but looks tampered, it's a red flag. You can also use mobile wallets like Apple Pay for gas pumps. And pro tip, carry a skimmer scanner app. These are Bluetooth detectors, ping rogue signals from wireless units. Banks like Chase now embed anti-skim tech in new machines, but until all upgrades, vigilance rules. Knowing the signs and actively avoiding it will guarantee that you'll never be fooled again. FBI pros swear by these roles. Tug, tap, and trust your gut when it's telling you something's off. This fake keypad scam is a serious threat. You've just learned about a terrifying, stealthy scam that's targeting everyday debit card users, but the good thing is you now have the tools to stop it. The next time you approach an ATM, your eyes, touch, and instinct will work together to protect your money. Note, this fake keypad scam is just one tactic criminals use. In our next video, we'll reveal more ATM schemes that are spreading right now, scams that tap into your trust and dig deep. So hit subscribe, drop a like if this saved your wallet, and share this video so others can protect themselves too. No more glitch excuses for thieves.